This is Music on Mondays, and I'd like to welcome our very special guest, Humble Flow. Good to be here.
Music on Mondays is bringing you great performances, and thanks to TC Home Furnishings, we're doing it in style. Whether you need a comfy couch, a sleek new chair, or the perfect piece to complete your space, they've got you covered with high-quality furniture at budget-friendly prices. Swing by their store in Humphrey, Nebraska, or give them a call today at 402-920-8900.
Can't Keep You Safe by Humble Flow on all platforms. I like it up. In these arms of mine. No point in having fun, you can't do it freely. All your priorities treachy, I'm only ahead, you can never move sneaky. Got a Birkin, but your bag is leaky. Damn. You wanted a show, so don't tummy tuck and don't belt buckle. It's easy to see when you at the top, but these battles in silence is next level. See me only when you lose me, choose me. Voicemail full if you reach me, sleepy. Waking up to stop acting like you really need me. Man, give you my heart, but you straining my stress muscle. You're a pure soul with a dark vessel. Could have been worse, but damn, I want a new schedule. Every time I work with broken pieces, I just make another. Your pain running through all your sisters and brother, your mother. Placing that blame for the struggles you know that you didn't want kids. You could've just sold it, loaded. Now I'm against you? Man, now you done told it. Look, I was the only one on your side when you avoided like COVID. Maybe I should just follow the crowd and give it a rest. Pain too deep cause it's only the chest. I studied you but it was never a test. First you do damage and then you confess. Man, look, your big attitude is uncomfy like denim. We symbiotic, I ain't talking about venom. See letters of hate before you can set them. A city of demons, you wanna befriend them like what? Look, swear it's getting old. Remember we used to get cold, picking the trees in the snow. Couldn't wait to get home so we could see how it glowed, man. Who would've known? Check. Snow cooks up cold hearts. When you break bread, you take both parts. Blame it on the Henny cause it's too dark. When I break bread, it starts like, man, it's so ironic how people always tell you don't do this, don't do that. White girls are crazy, black girls do this, but moms is the one that ever hurt me the most. It's really it. But there's two stars. It's humiliating. The love is feeling unappreciated till you hearing it leave like a quiet snap. Had to study American Winter Soldier just so I could teach you how to stop the cat. Love dies when you say it does. Like Eddie's venom in the darker rap till you can't see. You can never live with your own failures. I'm trying to feed you, you spitting it back at me. Purple dude, MCU already knew cause you ended up coming back to me. Don't be mad at me. Tragedy. Don't be mad at me, that's tragedy. Wanna have it fun, you can't do it freely. All your priorities treachy. Got a Birkin, but your bag is leaky. Like damn. This is Bleeding Burgundy, a Humble Flow on all platforms. Sorry for sinning, reaching my limit. Bleeding Burgundy with Hennessy in it. Father, forgive me for I am not winning. Gave me blessings, but I'm messing up winning. Still wanna follow, just give me a minute. I'm willing to change if you willing to listen. Think I'm the light, so I had to dim it. Heart get like December, so don't try to fit in. Sorry for sinning, reaching my limit. Bleeding Burgundy with Hennessy in it. Father, forgive me for I am not winning. Give me blessings, but I'm messing up with it. Still wanna follow, just give me a minute. I'm willing to listen. Think I'm the light, but I had to dim it. Heart get like December, so don't try to fit in. Look, like a fade with a fitted. Step to the kid and get tapped like a witness. Don't test me. I eat my greens and do fitness. Get messy. Keep playing dirty. You could get daddy. Die for respect, though we kill him because we just wanna kill him. Try to do better, we try to do better, we try to do better to kill a figure. It's done with nothing left after we're done, then we're thinking bigger. That's what we do. That's what we are. That's what we do. We're two apart. That's what we do. That's what we are. That's what we do. Man, can we do better? My mystification of sin is writing this letter. Memories formed, but I'm a forgetter. Heart still cold when I'm born in the summer. I'm trying to get warm, it's a rack for the sweater. Had to cut her off, she was just feeding my blindness. Doing the paper for the wrong assignment. Forcing this stuff like it ain't about that timing. We ain't taking jokes, so please do not time me. Please do not time me. No much passion is gone because you were the one to kill it. Tearing up talking to God cause I feel lost. Crucified, I needed a new cross. Peace just dropped, so I'm looking for new source. Turn it up, my heart got a deep loss. It's light though, I don't shoot, but I fight though. They see you bad, you alright though. Man, they be fake, go get you a light bulb. Searching for peace, stop getting me tight though. I don't get it, you wanted me here, so then why I regret it? Answer your phone, man, I know that you read it. Be full buns, man, you got them up better, like damn. Get it. Man, I honestly didn't even want to find nothing anyway. It's getting too long, time for this. Sorry for sinning, I'm reaching my limit. I'm bleeding burgundy with Hennessy in it. Father, forgive me for I'm not winning. You give me blessings, but I'm messing up with it. I still wanna follow, just give me a minute. Willing to change if you're willing to listen. They think I'm the light, so I had to dim it. Heart get like December, so don't try to fit in. This one isn't out yet, but it's gonna be Feelings to Myself by Humble Flow. Feelings to myself. Let me know if y'all mess with this. Feelings to myself, transfer my wealth from material things. Torture me to sing, cause I gotta get it out. Emotions in the drought. When I notice my mistakes, love you but I hate how I never open up. Pour another cup, can't give my heart away fast, just it never lasts. Check. Heart can't cope, heart ain't got a coat. Heart got smoke, heart got cold. Lock no key, safe and got a cold. Puddles full of pain, dodging my reflection. Walking through the rain, terrible suggestion. Damn, walk with this weight on my shoulders. They ask how I function, I tell them I'm sober. She said, do you love me? I tell her it's over. Instead of just watch, I come pick up a boulder. Like, asking me what's wrong. Stays too long. Tired of this. Feelings to myself. Feelings to myself. Transferring my wealth from material things. Torture me to sing, cause I gotta get it out. Emotions in the drought. When I notice my mistakes, I love you but I hate how I never open up. Pour another cup, can't give my heart away fast, just it never lasts. Blood falls fast when you're running from your past. Freeze, substitutable task when my heart is in the cast. Bleed, tell me my foot, but I vote get it sick. She asked you love me, but it was the liquor. Don't talk about bodies, I know it ain't right. You go to abortion clinics every night. Tap me in, my weapon, my paper pen. I don't wanna wake up sleeping in. They tryna repeat the kid back. I was the fortunate, but now I'm running out of luck. Check. Feelings to myself. Feelings to myself. Transferring my wealth from material things. Torture me to sing, cause I gotta get it out. Emotions in the drought. When I notice my mistakes, I love you but I hate how I never open up. Pour another cup, can't get my heart away fast, just it never lasts. Feelings to myself. Feelings to yourself.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Music on Monday. Today we have Humble Flow.
Nice to be here.
So, tell us about your newest projects you're working on.
As far as new projects, I like to keep things more inside of like my mental range, and what I mean by that is like I like to push for things that help me think in the scenarios that I'm dealing with in everyday life. So whether it's like a influx of like emotions, so like rage, sadness, anger, or if it's just like a certain euphoric feeling, I try to like capture that in whatever writing in like bits and pieces, and then kind of put things together as I go along, because music's a process. So my recent projects, they have to do with, I think I'm working on a funk song. That one's really cool. It's different. I haven't sat there and like done a bunch of funk songs. They're really trending nowadays.
You mind telling the audience what a funk song is?
So funk songs are more like music that don't dive too much into lyricism, and they more capture like the feeling and the emotion just through the sound and how like much ear candy you're giving to the listener. So like where like rap or R&B like focuses on like the message being bring, like most of the emotion like it's gonna be pushed through the beat itself. So a lot of pressure is being put on producers to make something either sad, happy, or like really like rage induced in order to try and capture that emotion. And then the song artist is just supposed to be there kind of supporting it almost. And even if I do say something lyrically inclined, it's more of ear candy for somebody who's really listening to the song rather than somebody like supposed to be like hearing every word that's coming out of my mouth.
So, you have a lot of like really catchy lyrics and lyrics that pop out. Which one of them is your favorite?
I think to this day, like my favorite lyric would have to be I'm gonna give the top three because
Top three.
I can't really, that's like picking a favorite child. And honestly, this top three is not even, I think it's just present top three of what I've been working on recently. I think the third one for sure would have to be, I'm sorry for sinning, I'm reaching my limit, I'm bleeding burgundy with Hennessy in it. And I do not condone any types of drugs. But at the same time, I know that it's really easy to sit there and like fall into like pits of feeling like you're losing yourself, and then like going and using things as outlets that shouldn't actually be like available to you, or shouldn't just be like your main thing to therapize with. And a lot of people just turn to like substances in order to do that. And I think that I was able to kind of convey that emotion through that lyric. I've probably done it maybe a couple of times myself when losing family or things like that. So it was really connective. I like that lyric. My second one would probably be, man, like I said, it's like choosing a favorite child. I think for sure it would be walking through the rain, dodging my reflections, walking through puddles of pain. I like that one mostly just because I found it really ironic due to me always looking at reflections every time I'm walking past something. I swear I'm not a narcissist. But at a point where you decide to dodge your reflection or dodge yourself, I feel like everybody has those like low times or those moments where they decide to kind of denounce or cast themselves aside, whether it's like a part of them that they don't like or a part of them that people don't actually see all the time, so they push it down. I feel like it's really easy for people to do that on a day-to-day basis until something starts to break and trickle and fall over to other pieces of life. So I think that one really hit home, just because of the fact that like everybody does it, but no one really speaks about it too much. It's not verbally like put out there like, hey, I'm going through things, because everybody doesn't want to have something wrong with them. They want to be normal. But the best thing about being normal is you're never normal. Everybody's supposed to be sporadically emotional or abnormal or just like overall like expressive, and like the best way to express yourself is to accept it. So I think that is just that. See how like small that was, and then like I just made it into a whole big thing. Like I just love that because of how much depth it has. I think my top one for the time, just to pick one for pick's sake, would have to be you have a Birkin but your bag is leaky. That one's pretty
I love
funny
that
to
one
me.
too.
That one's like, it's just top tier. It just makes so much sense. So if anybody doesn't know, a Birkin is a type of purse or a bag, a Birkin bag. Oh, I'm gonna buy Shorty a Birkin, or I'm gonna buy her a Birkin. Da, da, da. Like that's what like these rappers or big time artists say in their songs. And like girls, females, or even guys, they have some like satchels and stuff for guys. They always like idolize like these like bags. And basically what I was saying is like these material items, like these bags, like you have all of these things, but your actual financial situation is like it's dwindling. Like you don't have much to it. There's not much depth, because a lot of people who do music or like do things in like the media world, they are lying. Can everybody see me when I say that? They are lying. They live very poorly. Air mattresses, cup noodles. All right, I'm not gonna do that to cup noodles, but you get the gist. Like takeout every day. Like they're not living this high life that people see on the media. It is all fake, fabricated. The people who are that genuine are the people who are really high, or the people who are really humble.
Humble flow.
So it's a mix of the two. But most of the time, like, there's a lot of fabrication in the media. All of it is smoke and mirrors. It's meant to sit there and portray some like abstract, like hope of everybody being rich just because they have a lot of followers or a lot of people watch them. Like, I can definitely attribute to saying that having followers does not make you abundantly wealthy. And even if you were abundantly wealthy, it doesn't make you rich. So like, yeah, I guess it's just a really simple notion. I got a Birkin, but you have a Birkin, but your bag is leaky. Like, you have all these things, these material items, but your financial situation is terrible. You can't spend money properly and things just aren't going well. I think that's why I like that one the most.
No, I actually have one of my favorite lyrics from you right here.
Oh man.
It's from your song Platonic.
Oh gosh.
Bibbidi bobbidi, girl, I'm the boo. Now, can you explain that lyric to me?
Yeah, that one was really funny. I think just before that lyric, I was talking mostly about saying how people try to act all scary, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm scary too. Like, oh, look at me, like I'm a boo. So I was just kind of making fun of how like they portray themselves as like fearful or whatnot. It's like, dude, you're literally nothing. I can squish you with my pinky finger. Like it's play on words. It's really catchy. It's funny to hear, funny to say. It's something like just sporadically like wittish. It was almost like I was having an argument with a different version of myself that was trying to say that one version of me was not about that life. So I'm just like, it's just a back and forth. I think that was really just tasteful and like pleasing to hear mostly.
So you've worked with a bunch of artists and like a bunch of producers too. Which producer is your favorite and why is it Caution?
I think it's Caution because most of the producers that I do work with, like they have their own like style of working, but at the same time, I just like the genuine like need to learn with Caution's work. It's always just getting better. We have little things here and there, and I like that I can think in a way where I'm trying to learn things on the producer side, just like he's trying to learn things on the music side. Because we work in two different worlds, but shaking hands and meeting in the middle is like a big thing for me, because I don't want to be like biased. I don't want to be the coach that's never played a day in his life. I hate that feeling or that mindset, and I think Caution knows that. So I try to like understand certain lingos or just BPM rates, or like how fast things should go, how slow things should go, and how to best coach him to not just do what I want, but to understand how I want things to feel when people hear certain songs. So yeah, I really like the way Caution works. I like the way like all of the producers that I have worked with so far, which is 2 to 3. I like the way that all of them work. They're super understanding, pretty lenient in terms of what I should do, and they give me like constructive criticism. They're not always telling me I'm doing things right. I would hate that, because if I'm doing everything right all the time, then I have no room for growth, and that would kill me, because I'm not perfect. I know 10 things right now that I'm thinking of that could be done better. But yeah, I really like the way that he works, just in general.
And it's funny how he said nothing bad about Caution. It means Caution's a really good producer. So, do you have an album you're working on, and like any concerts you plan on doing in the future, and any other projects you want to talk about?
Yes. I think I do want to do concerts in the future. It's all about like conveying emotion. I've said this from the beginning. I don't think that I do music for other people. I kind of do it for myself. That's my first intention. It's so that I can therapize things. So that is genuine, honestly. I think that's the main reason I do it, because if I was doing it for other people constantly and trying to cater towards everyone's idea of what I should sound like, then I would never be satisfied with A, myself, or B, with what I'm putting out. And my biggest thing is confidence, and also like lowering myself to a point of everybody's point of view. So I said that to say that album's coming soon. It's around 65 to 70% done. I want to get to a point where people could feel like they're in the song almost. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but yeah, just a point where they can feel the music rather than just hear it. Or even if they do like just hear it, they get a certain feeling when they do hear it. So like, yeah, just not putting out things that are just overall satire or not really worth listening to. Or yeah, just cater towards a certain emotion or like genre or like feeling in terms of my album. But in the sense of me performing, I would say that I'd like to perform. I've done it at maybe a party or so once, a smaller venue, but big concerts, maybe yes, in the future, I'd be inclined to do something like that. It just depends on what opportunities I get, how things are going at the moment, if I feel like doing it, if I'm up to it, because not every opportunity is a good opportunity, and I feel like just because someone wants you to do something, that doesn't mean you should. So yeah, I'll just have to listen to myself when that time comes and see if I get a bunch more opportunities to perform stuff live or go to events or cater like certain things to my music and be able to promote myself well. So yeah, it's just kind of touch and go in terms of performing.
So you actually have a song you recorded just for Music on Monday called Feelings to Myself. Do you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, I like Feelings to Myself. It's rough, it's raw. All of my songs, I don't talk about anything nearly that I haven't experienced firsthand or from a third person point of view, or C, that I don't intend to experience shortly. So like it's coming from raw emotion, from like centered self. I'm not gonna just speak on things that I haven't done before or that like clearly aren't of my character. So I feel like Feelings to Myself, it's just meant to sit there and like put you in the box in your head with yourself and kind of just like have a conversation. I don't know, I feel like people don't do that often, and I feel like that's what I was doing. That's what I do for most of my songs, but this, like mentally, it just felt like whatever I wanted to sit there and dodge and like leave alone in terms of like my own ego or psyche in the back of my brain, like I had to bring them out so that we could have a talk and we could really kind of like talking to myself again, and like me and my other self could sit there and come to a compromise for what we see in ourselves and how we view other people. Yeah, it's a nice song. It's a very catchy tune. It's really smooth and solid. I like the overall feel of it. I can't wait until I'm fully finished with it. I've been just listening to it on repeat for the rough draft that I have myself, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to just like throw this on my playlist all day. Like it sounds great to me.
Yeah, who produced it?
It was actually Caution.
Really?
Caution that produced it.
No way.
Yeah, you should meet him sometime.
Dude, yeah, I should meet this Caution guy.
I've
He
never-
does a lot of your work. He might be
him-
good.
Never seen you and him in the same room together. It's kind of
Yeah,
really
it's
funny.
kind of weird. Anyways, so what song that you've made is your favorite?
back to the favorite kids thing, man.
Choose a favorite child.
I can't.
Be a good parent. Be an actual parent. Every parent has a favorite. I wasn't.
No, I don't though. Well, I don't. At least I don't know about other people.
If you could choose one song to play, like for someone who's never heard your music before, what would you play?
I love my songs, man. Gosh, I feel like equivocally, if I had to play somebody a song, I'm gonna give 3 again. I'm sorry, I can't do it. So indecisive. It's either gonna be for the number 3 spot. I think I'll do Bleeding Burgundy. Bleeding Burgundy is super smooth. It's down to earth. It actually puts you in the where the listener would be in terms of emotion, or it just tries to like have a slice of life. So like a term of realism to it that everybody can relate to. It's really broad. Yeah, what I say, sorry for sinning, I'm reaching my limit. Bleeding Burgundy with Hennessy in it. Father, forgive me, for I am not winning. You gave me blessings, but I'm messing up with it. I feel like just that apology itself, like everybody's kind of like been in that certain scenario in one way or another. So that's really relatable. I like Bleeding Burgundy. Secondly, I probably have to do, I'd have to say Platonic for the second one. Just because Platonic is really upbeat, it's hype. It has raw emotion in an aggressive form. It's just another version. It's like the flip-flop of like Bleeding Burgundy. Bleeding Burgundy's slower, smooth, melodic. Platonic's rough, angry, exciting, and just overall like out there. It's like in your face at all times. And like, yeah, both of those I really have never heard. Like everybody, even who doesn't listen to the style of Platonic's music or Bleeding Burgundy's music, they always say this. It's the same thing. I keep getting it. It's like, dude, I don't even listen to this type of music, but the song sounds amazing. Like I get what you were going for, and this genre of music, like I've heard people say this genre of music, like you're killing it. Where you're like, I hear where you're trying to be, and it sounds great for where you want to be at. And I'm like, thanks. That's all I needed. I appreciate it. Lastly, the first song I'd probably show them right now if it was done is Feelings to Myself. It's new, like I haven't heard it enough.
Yeah.
It's really clean. The lyrics are just, they hit home. They give me the feeling or the vibe of my other songs. So it's almost like I'm pouring juices from every other song into this one. And I'm better at what I do now, obviously, because like I keep getting better, I keep growing, I keep advancing. So like, yeah, I think Feelings to Myself would probably be like the number 1 thing I'd show people right now. It just sounds so good. Love it.
Yeah, it's. Who produced all those songs?
It's
like your
Caution,
top 3? No
man.
way. Like this
We
Caution
know.
guy is like pretty good.
Goodness, gosh.
That's
it's him.
crazy.
I'm
So,
gonna give you his phone number after this.
promise?
I got you.
Anyways, so before we end off the interview, you have anything else you'd like to say to the people at home?
Yes. One thing my grandfather told me before he passed away was, do something that you love so you can never work a day in your life. And I know you've probably heard that somewhere. I feel like that's the best interpretation of doing things in terms of hard work or things that's gonna take time in general. Make sure that you just do something that you have fun with. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to make you money. It just needs to feel your happiness in some way. Like, all life is enjoying the passage of time. That is literally it. That's all we're meant to do. We're not meant to sit there and be successful, to be losers, to be failures, to be successors. We are meant to enjoy the passage of time. Do something that you enjoy and that you can enjoy passing your time with. That's it, man. That's all you have to do. Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Flow.
No flow. Just stay
Flow.
humble.